folks, Mr. McStache with the beautiful
Mrs. McStache.
Yeah. And we are in Tennessee on the Tennessee Ernie Ford Parkway. Let me tell you what, I don't know what is going on this weekend in Tennessee. There are bikes everywhere. Overcast. Almost like it's threatening to rain. But they're all right. Huh. Dare I say there may be real riders in Tennessee?
Oh, you didn't know?
Maybe.
Maybe? Anyhow. Oh wait, no, that's an Indian. Never mind. Oh, that's the Jack Daniels version. Subject today we're going to discuss is ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do you?
Do I?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. Now my daughter says she owns a gym that does cheerleading and gymnastics and stuff like that. And she says they have a ghost in there. And I believe she says they caught it on film. My wife has seen, I don't know, would they be ghosts or are they considered ghosts or what? What, baby?
I would say it's a ghost. I would say it's a ghost. Couple times.
Okay. Elaborate.
Well, a friend of ours' father passed away, and a few days after he passed away, I saw him standing in our room, and he said my name, and it startled me, and so it was like he disappeared. But I've seen, in the past, I've seen the image of a woman, an older woman, and I believe I saw and have seen my father a couple times since he passed away.
So you believe in ghosts?
I do.
Alright.
I do. I don't know about like ghosts as in somebody comes around and haunts you and does horrible things to you. I've never experienced that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
you definitely believe in, I don't know, spirits, I guess would be
yes.
maybe a better word for it. Alright.
Yeah. Why do you not?
No proof. Haven't seen anything. When I was in school, there was a couple places that were supposedly haunted and devil worshiping stuff and witches. Yeah, hogwash. When I was younger, I was really into magic. I know sleight of hand, card tricks, the art of illusion, maybe is what I'm talking, and I know a lot of the art of illusion that has been portrayed to be ghost spirits, you know.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not real, but you know, seance.
Continue on the Bristol Caverns Highway.
Yeah.
In like a seance, and what am I doing here?
And keep going straight.
Keep going here.
Yeah.
Okay. when they do like seances and contact and, I'll contact your old aunt, see how you're doing. And I know a lot of that has to do with the art of illusion. And I don't know. I think the mind is a very, very, there you go, Grandma, there's your mind.
I know.
The mind is a very strong, powerful tool.
Turn left onto Old Jonesboro Road.
When I was in the military, there was a lot more of the mind over matter stuff where you could do it, even when you thought you couldn't do it. We're talking lack of food. We're talking
1 mile. Turn right onto Old Jonesboro Road.
talking about physical exertion.
Yeah.
And if you put your mind to it, I mean, I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not saying everybody can do it. But your mind could help you to do more than what you think it would.
Yeah.
Now, is it strong enough to twist a spoon? I don't know. Is it strong enough to convince you have seen your father? Well, knowing how close you were to your father and how much you miss your father, I honestly believe that is where that stems from.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not from Missouri, but, show me and I'll believe it. Maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that...
Well, and I don't, I choose not to push my feelings on someone else or allow someone else to push their feelings on me. I figure everyone's entitled to their own opinion of whether they believe or don't believe, and like I said, just some things that I have personally experienced have caused me to believe. Like I said, I don't know if it's considered ghosts or spirits or,
Yeah.
The stop
how you would
turn
say
right
that.
onto Old Jonesboro
Because
Road.
when you say ghost, I don't think of like what I experienced. When I think of ghost, I think of Casper, something like that.
Right. The paranormal, the lady walking through the hotel with no legs and slamming doors and, scaring people. Right.
Yeah.
And I get that to where that would be, I don't know, maybe called more paranormal than,
3.2 miles. Turn left onto Junction Drive.
than the spirit thing. And I think more what you're talking about is, even I have talked to people of faith who believe in there is, spirits out there fighting good and evil and whole theological thing. I ain't gonna get on into that, but no, I was just curious. Like that right there is a perfect example. That's an old church or school or something that somebody's turned into a house.
Yeah.
Would you be cool with that? Churches have a lot of room. I'm thinking a big house. I also seen where actually in downtown Columbus, where we're from, there was an old, I believe it was a Catholic church that they actually turned into a nightclub.
Yes.
No. I ain't going to that one. I'm just saying. I know it's one of those subjects that a lot of people are either way on. Kind of like the socks and the shoes that we discussed a few videos back,
Yeah.
I thought it'd be nice to get some conversation going. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in something. I'm not sure if they're ghosts or spirits or what, but...
And why do you think they appear to you? Just
when my dad appeared to me the first time, I think it was to comfort my mind, because the conversation I had with him was about the fact that he was all right, because I wasn't there when he passed away.
Yeah.
And so when I got to him, he was still in the hospital, but he was already deceased. So he literally told me he was all right, and he said, you know, look at me, you know, because my dad had a really bad broken leg and a lot of health conditions. So he's like, look at me, you know, I feel wonderful. You know, he looked more like he did kind of in his a little bit younger years before he hurt himself and, you know, got sick. And he told me not to worry about him and to take care of my mom. And he reminded me that my mom's favorite candy was licorice, and to make sure that she always had her licorice, and so just certain things that he said to me. Now, when our friend's dad appeared to me, it startled me, and I literally kind of let out this little scream, and it's like I scared him, so I have no idea what he was trying to tell me.
Because Gigi Paul definitely had something to say.
Yeah. So I don't know, you know.
The guy she's referring to was, we called him Gigi Paul. He's the grandbaby's other grandpa, great-grandpa. And he was a preacher, and he was a joy to be around. Actually, kind of like Mr. G. Always had a kind word, always had a good story. So
1 mile. Turn left onto Junction
the people
Drive.
that have come now, the other person I saw several times, the older woman, she was in more of an old time dress and had her hair up in like a bun on her head. I saw her several times, but she never spoke to me.
where did you see her at?
In a old farmhouse that we rented.
Oh, okay.
But she never said anything to me, but I saw her several times in that house. It was the only place I ever saw her was in that house. But she never spoke any words to me. She just appeared. So...
And what, stood there, or you saw her go through a hallway?
She was just kind of standing there in the room. And every time it was in the same room.
Yeah, okay.
Happened to be the master bedroom.
Did you know any of the history of that house?
I did not know any of the history, and I would be curious to look it up because it was on what they call the Topper Farm. So I'd be curious to go back and see, you know, retrace the history of that place.
Right.
Our kids were really little then, so my time there was no time for researching anything,
right.
You know, it was taking care of kids. But I would be curious to go back and research it and see if there's any kind of history there.
Yeah.
I've never experienced anything bad.
Right. Like you was trespassing, you needed to get out of there.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Okay. Well, the only haunting I've had was in a haunted house, and whenever I could, I participated in them. So you know, it's not like no, because they have around us. There's a prison that you can actually go spend the night in. It's supposedly terribly haunted. I would think those would not be friendly ghosts.
Yeah, I would think not.
But they have that. There's a couple other haunted places you can spend the night at. And I've always been willing to do it. I don't know that I'd say I wanted to do it, but I've been willing to do it. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wondered what some of the other people out there thought about, you know, ghosts and haunting and...
Casper.
Laughing ladies in chains. Yeah, you know, Casper, right? or his three brothers. That'd be my luck.
Yeah, the three brothers.
I'd get his three brothers. Belchy, Gassy, and Pee-Pee or something like that. All right, folks, that's all. We just wanted to know, we're just going through these pretty hills. We thought we'd share some of the scenery with you. And ask a question. Are you scared of ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? Have you had any
experience?
Paranormal experiences? Hey, thanks for watching, folks. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. The wife's in it, so you got to kind of give it a thumbs up. If you just happen to stumble across this video, hey, why don't you hit the subscribe and hang around, tap on the bell notification, you know when another McStachian video comes out. And as we always say, folks, love on your family. You don't know how much longer you'll have them. Check on your buddies, because it's the right thing to do. And when you get back out there on the road, keep it rubber side down, folks. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.